Welcome everybody. Hey Charles, how's it going? I'm gonna do a quick unboxing. Yes, Charles, I'm sure you know Charles is down in Hickston, Wisconsin. The what's the name of your antique store? Is it the Village Peddler or is it the Peddler's Wife? I think it's the Village Peddler now. Definitely check him out on Facebook and all the other fun websites. Here in Wisconsin, it is a beautiful snowy day. We're expected to get, I don't know, 3 to 8 inches or something like that. So it's been a very slow day here at the bookstore, and I figured I'd do a quick little unboxing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 boxes. I really haven't been buying all that much online. If you follow my, watch some of my previous videos, you'll know that I've been buying some pretty crazy collections. The last couple months have been pretty wild. I think I've bought, I don't know, maybe 250 boxes of books locally from different estates and stuff. Welcome, Sue. Glad you can make it. Yes, it is definitely looking like Christmas here in Wisconsin. The Village Peddler of Wisconsin. Go check out Charles, the Village Peddler of Wisconsin. For sure, check him out on Facebook. And Charles, you definitely need to start a YouTube channel. I'm sure people would love your crazy adventures in the antique world. Up first, again, this will probably be a pretty quick video. Don't have too much to show off, but I do have 3 odd volumes of Balzac. Beautiful leather bindings. These are nice. We got Compendium. We got Seamy Side of History and Eugene Grande. I don't know. I assume these bindings are signed, but I don't remember when I bought them if I saw a binder signature in the listing. Honestly, it doesn't look like they're signed, but that's crazy. These definitely should be signed bindings. Compendium by Balzac, 1899, and these bindings are absolutely beautiful with the roses. Pretty special. I am surprised. How are those bindings not signed? They're definitely really, really high quality, beautiful books. Hey, Keeve, how's it going? Hope you're having a great, let's see, it's Thursday afternoon here in Wisconsin, about 3 o'clock. Like I said, it is snowing outside, so the bookstore is very slow. Not too many people out on the roads today. Here, I'll show you what it looks like out there. Definitely a nice little bit of snow. I had to shovel a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I don't know if I only got a couple inches so far. Can't really tell, but it is snowing out there. This is the first really snowfall of the year here in Wisconsin that the snow is actually going to stick. We've got a few odd flurries the last couple months, but nothing as exciting as this. Actually, I think we're in a snow warning, which, or a winter storm warning, which I don't know. It's just snow and wind. I'm sure the roads aren't great, but hopefully won't have to deal with too much ice. These are from the American. What series was this? The American Adventure series. We have Friday, the Arapaho Indian. That one's from 1951. We got a few great titles here. We got Pilot Jack Knight. I think he was some sort of Arctic explorer. We got Chief Blackhawk. I don't know too much about Chief Blackhawk. I know he was from somewhere in the Midwest. We got Fur Trappers of the Old West. Got good old Kit Carson. Actually, I think I have some more of these coming in the mail. If you don't know, I am eBay seller Animal at 52. I will show you my info here in 2 seconds. Almost all these books today will be going up on eBay probably in the next 2-3 weeks here. Also, check me out on Whatnot. I've been doing some antique book sales on Whatnot lately. I'm also Animal Vet 52 over on Whatnot. Obviously, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, on Facebook at KG's Unique Rare and Antique Books. But definitely check me out on eBay and Whatnot if you're interested in any of these books. They will probably be either on eBay and Whatnot 99-cent auctions. I start them nice and cheap, and they bring whatever they bring. I like to give my customers some deals. As long as I can buy it cheap, I'm happy to sell it cheap as well. I really think the days of book dealers, any kind of dealer, whether you're a clothing dealer, a book dealer, antique dealer, trying to get top price, I'd rather sell it now, make a quick profit, and not have it sit for years and years. Got a vintage copy of Treasure Island. We got a George Bar McCutcheon, Beverly of Graustark. Not too exciting. What do we got? We got the Yale Shakespeare. This one has King Henry IV, Part 1. Not too exciting. Wilhelm Tell by Schiller. To Have and to Hold, Mary Johnston. Again, a lot of these stuff, this is kind of turn of the century, early 1900s. This stuff just doesn't have too crazy of a market. You could probably get a nice copy of this one for like 10 or 12 bucks. South Under Moon by Marjorie Kinnan Rollins. That's a cool one. And this is probably the most interesting one of the box. Famous Boys Illustrated. Nice Victorian binding on that. Famous Boys and Famous Men. Let's see if there's a date in this one. I don't see a date. I would guess probably 1890s. Let's see. Who do we got? We got Daniel Webster, Samuel Drew, Benjamin Franklin, Robert Burns, Elisha Kane Kent Kane. He was an Arctic explorer. Henry Clay, John Leyden, James Montgomery, Nathaniel Bowditch, Henry Havelock, David Livingston, Oliver Evans, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Robert Fulton, John Keto, Humphrey Davy, Amos Lawrence, Stephen Girard, Samuel Crompton, Thomas Chalmers, Jacques Lafitte, John James Audubon, William J., and Roger Sherman. Pretty cool, and a really, really nice, pretty binding on that one. Give me 2 seconds. I got to send a message to someone quick. All right, back at her. Like I said, it is a slow, snowy day here in Wisconsin. Oh, and I better turn off my notifications before it blares your ears out. All right, back to it. Plus, I am always looking for more interesting inventory to get up online. So most of these I'll probably list some of these this afternoon, though I schedule out my listings like a week in advance, just so I can, take the day off and still have listings going up on eBay. Our Nation's Flag, Its History and Incident. Actually, I saw a copy of this on eBay that was up for auction for like 10 or 15 bucks, and it was kind of beat up. So I found this one. I don't think I paid much for it at all. That one's published in 1903. Beautiful flag there. Looks like it's a first edition. Nice illustrations in this one. I think I paid like 12 or 15 bucks for this really nice copy. Very patriotic. I like that one. Interesting little book. All right, well, this one, wowza. I did not know it was quite that rough. Dr. Chase's Recipes, classic old cookbook. Dr. Chase's Recipes, or Information for Everybody, by A.W. Chase, published in 1879. This one, practical recipes for merchants, saloon keepers, grocers, physicians, druggists, tanners, shoemakers, harness makers, painters, jewelers, blacksmiths, tinners, gunsmiths, farriers, barbers, bakers, dyers, renovators, farmers, and families generally. So this has recipes on absolutely everything you could have needed from that era, whether it's like the farming, livestock, gardening stuff, or baking, how to make wine and beer and butter and ice cream, all that stuff. There is actually, I think the biggest section of this book is probably the medical department. Lots of cool old folk recipes, and again, from 1879. So that one's pretty cool. I've been selling copies of Dr. Chase's Recipes probably for about 15 years. Usually if I auction off a nice copy from 1860s to the 1880s, it'll bring anywhere from, maybe $30 to $100. I've had copies sell for over $200 in the past. But now they seem to be kind of going in the $30 to $60 range mostly. Here's another copy, a little earlier copy of Dr. Chase's recipes. This one's really cool. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but these little bottles, these little medicine bottles, actually have embossed words on them. Let's see, I can't hardly read it now. I think one of them says bitters. That one says cough. That one says syrup. I'm not sure what that one says. Okay, we got bitters, cough, syrup. Alternative, I think, is what that one says. Again, this one's a little bit earlier. Looks like 1867 on that one. Great old kind of Civil War, just a couple years after the Civil War cookbook. And again, I can't tell you, I probably sell about a dozen copies of that every year at least. It's one of my favorite books to sell, and I have a copy or two in my own personal collection. I think it's a really cool title. All right, nope, this one. They did not want this box to come open, did they? I think they glued it shut. Oh, I see. They turned their Amazon box inside out. That's okay. We'll get in there eventually. We made it. All right, looks like we got the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert Mackey. Let me think. I'm trying to think if I have a copy of this up on eBay right now. Nope, I don't see it. I sold one like a month ago. This one's really nice. This set usually brings anywhere from, I mean, a really beat up set will bring like $50. A nice one's going to be $75, up to a couple hundred. I mean, these sell every week for, you know, 150 to 200 pretty regularly. This one's pretty nice. I'll probably just auction off, let it bring what it brings. Hope to get over 100, but possibly not. I think I paid about 70 for it, hoping it'd bring over 100. I think my last set was the black binding style. It wasn't quite as nice as this, and it brought, I think, about 150 or 160. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Thursday? It's Thursday already. Let me know where you're from. I'm in Marshfield, Wisconsin, kind of right in the middle of the state. And it is blizzarding outside right now. Not too crazy. We're supposed to get, I don't know, 3 to 10 inches. Though I think we've only got 2 at this point, so they may be overestimating it. But definitely going to need to do some more shoveling and snow plowing here in a little bit. I think all the schools were closed. But this is nothing for Wisconsin. Arizona, 81 degrees. Wow. Man, I would die for an 81 degree day right now. That'd be so nice. The winter is going fast. I think we're going to have 81 here in Wisconsin before you know it. Probably about 4 or 5 months. Another nice, really nice clean set of the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry. This one I might put in the bookstore. It's a nice clean set. I know my local customers are always looking for Freemasonry stuff as well. Yeah, send some of that heat to Wisconsin. Charles, have you been buying anything interesting lately? I know you're always out there looking for deals. I'm trying to think what I have going on right now. I'm getting calls like every day with people wanting to sell me books. Usually they're not too exciting. Yeah, I don't think I have anything too crazy going on, but the last month has been pretty wild. Looks like a box of miscellaneous. Got a nice copy of Morals and Dogma, nice old Freemasonry book. Let's check the year on that one. Looks like That one is 1920. This one probably bring about 40 to 50 bucks. Obviously, I'm hoping for more, but I think 40 to 50 is realistic. You got the Kenneth Roberts Reader. Not too exciting. You got the Husband, Wife, and Home. Cool old family housekeeping type book. How to discipline your kids, how to build your own character, stuff like that. Oh, published in, Chicago and Georgia. Copyright 1905. Let's check out the contents. These might be interesting. Husband, wife, and home, accepting family responsibilities, profit and loss of matrimony, homemakers versus housekeepers, the joy of parenthood, matrimonial friction turned to profit. So yeah, everything you need to know. Letting children get their own gates, a good word for the bad boy, demonstrativeness in the home, being good neighbors. A lot of stuff on manners, child discipline, all that stuff. Yeah, get to listing paperbacks. Okay, cool. Wow, Charles is going to be selling some comic books he bought for me. Well, I hope you can make some money. I forget how many there was. There was a lot. Let's see. It was like 9 boxes, a couple thousand maybe, something crazy. Flowers of the North by James Oliver Curwood. And Vivi Hygiene. This is kind of an old medical book, pretty cool. Explaining the natural principles upon which the Vivi system of treatment for men, women, and children is based. 1910. I don't know if this one has any illustrations. Menstruation. Wounds, sprains, burns, etc. Got a chapter on the stomach. Nervous debility, absorption, the circulation, the back, regular habits. Cool old medical book. How to stay healthy. All right, looks like a leather set of something. Oh, good old Washington Irving. I'm always buying and selling Washington Irving. I think this is a incomplete set, but it does look like we have Life of Muhammad, Volume 1 and 2. That might be 3 volumes. Let's see. We got Alhambra. That one's kind of related to Spain and the Moorish conquest and all of that. You got Columbus, Volume 2. The Conquest of Granada, also related to kind of medieval Spain and the Moors. Knickerbocker's History of New York. Let's check a date on these. Probably not dated, but no date. I would guess these are 1870s. Beautiful end papers and marbled edges. Let's see. We got Life and Letters of Washington Irving. Let's see if there's any other. All right. Looks like we got a bunch of miscellaneous. Yeah, definitely an incomplete set. We got Spanish papers. We have Astoria. That one's a really neat one, kind of on the Wild West, Rocky Mountains in the early 1800s. You got Life and Letters of Washington Irving, Volume 3. You got Life of George Washington, Volume 3. And Goldsmith, The Life of Oliver Goldsmith. That one is very unexciting, but it is a beautiful leather book, so. All right, these came from the UK. I don't remember. Don't remember what I bought from the UK. All right, looks kind of unexciting, but let's see. Let's take a look. Chemistry of Common Life. Okay, that one's kind of cool. The Chemistry of Common Life by James F.W. Johnston, Volume 2, published in 1855. That one's kind of interesting. General Gordon, A Christian Hero. I think he was was a British soldier in Africa, I believe. Spent some time over in Africa. Yep, Governor General of the Sudan, Abyssinia, India, and China. All right, that one's kind of nice. Susan at St. Bride's. That one's pretty unexciting. A Fantasy of Medieval Travel. That one's kind of cool. Red Vagabond, The Story of a Fox. This box is not too exciting. I hope it was cheap. Okay, Chemical Lecture Experiments. That one's kind of cool, an old chemistry book. Chemistry books on my eBay page are really hit and miss whether something like that would bring like $15 or maybe 40 or 50. Cool old chemistry book. All right, Fermentation. That's an interesting one. Got one odd Charles Dickens. Oh, you got D.L. Moody. Okay, there we go. That's a cool one. That one, I'll probably save this one for my Whatnot show. I think in 2 weeks it's going to be a Monday night. Because let's see, next Tuesday. Usually it's Tuesday because that's my days off. But next Tuesday is Christmas Eve, and then the Tuesday after that is New Year's Eve, I believe. So I'll be switching those to Monday. Otherwise, I'm going to probably be doing Whatnot shows on Tuesday nights around 6-ish p.m., something like that. Animal Vet 52 is my username on Whatnot and eBay. Let's see, we got another old Inorganic Chemistry, non-metals. Okay, we got a few cool things. That one's beat up. Definitely seen some better days, but it looks like Buffon's Natural History, 1861, with 300 illustrations. Okay, that one's very cool. Lots of great plates in this one. Again, 1861, definitely on the worn side, but cool topic. Italgio engraving. Something to do with ancient engravings, I'm assuming. You got a beat-up copy of Jane Eyre by Bronte. You got Textbooks of Science. You got Physical Optics. That one's kind of cool. Cool book on physical optics. Okay, there's definitely some interesting science. The Science of Common Life. Ooh, what are these little buggers? I don't remember these. Looks like some old poetry books. You got Milton's Poetical Works 1 and 2, Longfellow 1 and 2, and Wordsworth 1 and 2. And check it out. Little buggers, not quite miniature. I'd say they're probably 4, 4.25, 4.5 tall, something like that. Somewhere between 4 and 4.5. So they're not quite miniature, but they're small enough. We'll call them miniature. Oh, Little Women by Alcott. That's a great old copy of Little Women. 1922. Pretty nice condition. And again, with the if it didn't have that color art on the front, probably wouldn't be too great, but that's kind of nice. Our Secret Friends and Foes by Percy Faraday Franklin, the Romance of Science series. That one's kind of cool. The Phoenix and the Carpet. What Katie Did. Oh, what did Katie do? Gonna have to read if you want to know. Oh, another nice copy of Little Women with the dust jacket. Kind of boring plain cover underneath. Isn't that crazy how they use this beautiful dust jacket to protect the covers and spine, and then underneath it is very unexciting. But with the dust jacket, looks very cool. Jenny and Co. in the Haunted Wing by Anna Newman. Cool old juvenile mystery book. King Arthur and His Knights. Again, some of these are a little bit on the worn side. But I don't know. Maybe good enough for eBay. Maybe good enough for Whatnot. We'll see. The Last of Uptake. Whoop, upside down on that one. The Last of Uptake and The Estranged Sisters by Simon Harcourt Smith. No date. Maybe 1920s, 1930s. The Water Babies by Charles Kingsley. That one's kind of nice. Looks like we got some color plates as well. This is a fairy tale about, I don't know, some babies that go swimming and they're dealing with huge fish and stuff underwater. New Cautionary Tales. That's kind of cool. Take it easy there, bud, on the horse. Nice dust jacket on that one. I did a Whatnot sale on Tuesday, selling old kids' books, and that went very well. So I'll probably do another one maybe in a few weeks. Sometime early January, I'll do another antique kids' book show. This would be a good, good. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Gotta go back. Anna Jane. Mama, said Amanda, I want to know what our relatives mean when you say that Aunt Jane is a Gorgon who ought to be shot. Wow, or at any rate, taken away. Pray, what is a Gorgon and why do you shoot? That's a wild little kid story. I just like the mom smoking next to the kid. Very interesting title. I'll have to look that one up. That one looks like it could be something special. The Old Genie Hadabik. Don't know anything about that one. A very British title on there. All right, last two. Time is it? Is 3:12. Here, I'll show you outside one more time. It's still snowing. You probably can't really tell, but it is snowing out there. Beautiful day to be inside. Let's see, where is the... Holy buckets, where's the end of the box? Wow, beautifully folded. This is from a set of Washington Irving, but I only got the 5 volumes of The Life of Washington in a really nice leather binding. Usually just for the 5, sometimes it was 5 volumes, sometimes it was 10 volumes. Usually just a nice set of these, looks like 1886. I usually ask about 400 for a nice George Washington biography by Washington Irving. These are really nice, clean leather bindings on them. I'm not sure if they're illustrated. We'll check. I mean, low end, I think I'll get 300 for that set. It's just the title that is always in demand. And if you throw in a nice leather binding and a set, people go crazy. Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's nice and clean. Really nice and clean. Show those off for you quick. That's a nice set. Bit bigger than a lot of Washington Irving books. Though it is from a larger set, probably of 20 volumes. Yep, in 27 volumes. But The Life of George Washington is complete in 5. Published in 1886 to 1888. Looks like it is illustrated. Maybe 10 or 15 illustrations in each volume. And again, really nice 3/4 leather binding. Let's see if these are signed. I don't think they're signed. But a really good quality binding on that set. Those I'll probably put as a buy it now. I don't have too many buy it nows on eBay. I think I got about 30 buy it nows on eBay. And I'm auctioning off about 250 books at any one time. So much more focused on the auctions. All right, the last box. This has been a nice, quick little half an hour video. Hope I could entertain y'all for half an hour. Got my eBay listings done. That was good. Good start today. But then usually I will start taking tomorrow's pictures to get a little head start on the next day if I got a little bit extra time. I probably won't have to deal with customers today because of the crazy weather. All right, this was a lot of miscellaneous books. Old Landmarks of Middlesex. I really don't have any kind of luck with old books on British history. I mean, Ireland books seem to do very well. I sold a book on the history of Ireland last night. I think it was from 1740s to 1750s. And I think it was just volume 2 of a set, and that brought over $150. Ooh, here's a cool title. What Prohibition Has Done to America. Let's see, by Fabian Franklin, copyright 1922. The Nature of Prohibition, Tyranny, The Lawmakers and the Law, Destroying Our Federal System, Creating Lawbreakers. That one's pretty cool, 1920s book on Prohibition. Oh, here's another copy of Our Nation's Flag. I guess I got 2 copies now. That's okay. I really like the patriotic books. All right, we have the personal memoirs of Ulysses S. Grant. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to track down volume 1 or just sell this to someone that's looking for a volume 2. It's kind of a horse apiece. It is a nice clean copy though. The Women of Belgium Turning Tragedy to Triumph. Let's see, is this World War I? By Charlotte Kellogg, published in 1917. So yes, World War I. Book on women in Belgium. Actually, 1917 is in the middle of the war. And here is a Campaigns of the Civil War, The March to the Sea, Franklin and Asheville. Got a ugly little library sticker there on the spine. I don't know if it's gonna... Whoa, there we go. Okay, no library sticker. Wow, I was not expecting that to come off so easy and clean. Perfect. All right, nice little copy. I mean, I'm sure it still has internal library markings, but the spine ones, those are kind of ugly. All right, thank you all for watching. Have a great Thursday night. And yeah, I just haven't been buying too much on eBay to show off. I've kind of overwhelmed with local purchases, so hopefully I'll have more to show you in a couple weeks.